Hey friends! As you know, we have our landforms project that's going to be due soon. I've sent home some of the ingredients for your salt dough, and I'm going to be doing a little how-to mix your salt dough so that you can make your landforms project. Okay, so here are the ingredients or supplies that you will need. You will need your about half a cup of water, and then some plastic wrap or another Ziploc bag, a bowl, a spoon for mixing, and then your bag. And this has a cup of flour, a cup of salt, and we've just kind of mixed it together. This will get you started. If you need to make more, just know it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and we talked about that. That means if you use 1 cup of flour, you're going to use 1 cup of salt. If you use half a cup of flour, you use half a cup of salt. And then the water we just add until we get the right mixture. And so go ahead and pause this and collect your supplies. Okay, great, we're almost ready. I went ahead and put my hair up and I took off any of my jewelry because we might get a little bit messy, but we're gonna be careful and try not to make a mess. Okay, here we go. Okay, so for the first step, we're going to go ahead and empty our bag of salt and flour into our bowl. Be careful, make sure you get as much of it out of the bag as you can, and make sure that you only put the opening over the bowl so it doesn't spill out. Next, with your spoon, you're gonna make a little bit of a well in the center, and that's where you're gonna start adding the water. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water at a time. And then I'm gonna take my spoon and kind of slowly cover up the water. And then just start stirring it around a little bit. Like that. Okay, and now just add a little bit more water in there. And again, just kind of stir it in, and we're slowly just incorporating the water into the salt and flour. And it's gonna create some lumps and get kind of sticky and gooey, and that is just fine, okay? As you continue to add water, it's gonna get difficult to mix with your spoon, and that's when you just start mixing with your hand. And again, we're gonna get a little bit messy, but it's okay. And you just kind of keep kneading it together until it all starts to really kind of form and look a little more smooth and put together, all combined. You may have to get a little bit more water, but this is a pretty good consistency when I can really see how I could press this down and then start to mold shapes. So then you could get your mountains formed or whatever you ended up wanting to do. Okay, so at this point, I think mine's ready to take out and sort of start rolling into a ball. Okay, so here it is. I just dumped this out of my bowl and I kind of rolled it around on the table a little bit, and I feel like this is pretty good. So what you're gonna do at this point is go ahead and put it in a Ziploc bag or wrap it in plastic wrap until you're ready to roll it out and start forming your landform project.